Okay, so you asked me to explain the basicity of amines, so let's talk about it. First of all, what is a base? Of course, we know that a base is a proton acceptor, so an H plus acceptor. And when it comes to how amines act as bases, it's all about the lone pair on the nitrogen. So I'm going to use ammonia as my baseline. Sorry, I didn't even mean to do that. I've actually impressed myself. So ammonia, that's not an amine, okay, but I'm going to use that as the floor. So ammonia, there is a lone pair on the nitrogen, and then that lone pair can go ahead and accept H plus ion. So that's the activity as a base. Now, how basic or how strong the amine is going to be as a base is going to depend on the availability of the lone pair, aka the electron density of that lone pair. Right? Because the more negative, the more electron dense that lone pair is, the more it's going to be able to, more strongly rather, it's going to be able to attract that positive hydrogen ion, that H plus. So what affects the availability of the lone pair? Well, if we consider first our main class, our three classes of aliphatic amines, which just means that there's no benzene ring ultimately, so there's no aromaticity. So this first one, this is our primary amine because there's just one R group. Then we have our secondary amine, 2 R groups, and then tertiary amine, 3 R groups. Now, R groups, of course, are just, again, your alkyl groups. That could be CH3, that could be CH2CH3, whatever length of the chain. Now, R groups, our alkyl groups, have got what we call a positive inductive effect. And we saw that before in our electrophilic addition of alkenes topic, where we looked at the stability of carbocation intermediates. Okay, so alkyl groups have a positive inductive effect, which is a fancy way of saying that they push electrons towards what they're joined to. So they have an electron pushing effect. So once we think about that, it makes it quite obvious how the strength of our bases will vary. And I'm going to do this in a ridiculous way, so bear with me. A primary amine with just one R group has just got one alkyl group pushing electrons towards it. So that lone pair is going to be more available